Babylon in the world that we're dealing with today, here's our test, right? And here's the first one that they went with. It's the test of who's your king and where's your kingdom, right? Who's your king and where's your kingdom? This is what Nebuchadnezzar, right? And all of the people had to make a decision. Who's our king, right? We have to get to a place where we decide, who are you going to? This is what's so important. Who are you going to order your life around, right? So when we talk about who's our king, right? This is a hard thing to think about, because I think the one thing that we do is you're thinking, who's my king? Like, nobody's my king, right? Well, that's even a bigger problem, because then you're the king. Does that make sense? Right? Like, you don't get to be the king either. You don't get to say, like, I'm not going to be a slave to the lender. Like, I'm not going to let, the bank be my king. I'm not going to let my boss be my king. I'm not going to let somebody else rule my life. I'm not going to be those things. And then what you do is don't let anybody else be the king so you can. So you order your life not around, like, I'm free from nobody else is telling me what to do. But is God telling you what to do? Do you order your life? Because I've always said this, like, people struggle with this because, everybody's got to go to work, and everybody's got to do their job, and everybody's got all of these things you need to do, all these. I've always said, if you go through, whether you're a young person, so whether you're in high school or whether you're out and you're adulting in life, I say every single person has 50 hours of discretionary time in a week. You take 168 hours and you start taking out sleep and food and like all of this other stuff. I would say that you get 6 to 7 hours of your day that's discretionary, right? Like, you get to make a choice of what you do, because people are like, well, I don't know, I can't really do anything. Like, I know God wants to, but I got all these other things to do. No, there is a time that you get to make a decision, and the question is, what are you ordering your life around? For all of your discretionary time, what are you doing? One of the things that God tells you to do is, you know why you're on this earth? You know why you're still here? So the high school people, you know why you have discretionary time? Not so you can be on your phone. You ever think about that, guys? Young people ever think about this? You ever look at your phone and see how much time you waste on it? Is it very much? So all the old people are going, and all the young people are like, get off me. What's the big deal? Like, I just want us to think, because we're no different, right? Like, older people just have other ways to waste time, right? So if it's not on a phone, it's at the TV, or if it's not on a phone, it's doing something else. The question is, you are on this earth for one reason and one reason only: to build relationships with people, to raise them up and equip them, or reach them for Jesus. If I looked at your week and it was ordered by God, I would see that. The problem is, that's not a lot of people's week. Now, I'm guilty of this, right? I don't have time, I'm too busy, there's too many. Anybody else get this way? There's too many things to do, too many places to go, too many irons in the fire. We run from here, and we run to there, and then we go to here, and you check so many things off the list, and you are so busy, and you're getting it done, but you're not getting anything done on purpose. Am I the only one who struggles with this? Nobody else gets, busy? Right? Where you get going all over the place, and you miss the point. To get it right, our test is this: when you set up your week, you should do this. Everybody should do this. When you go home today, you have a chance to set up your entire week. Some of it's work, some of it's devotional time, some of it is, you got to eat, some of it is you got to sleep, some of it is you have some of these responsibilities. But for the time that you have, here's the question. God tells you to do two things: be in community, be around other people with a purpose. That's what he tells you to do. Are you in community? Right? And are you in relationship with people to influence them for Christ? That's another thing he asks you to do. And are you raising up a generation? Are you building into young people? And I say young people, this is older to younger to younger. So if you're in high school, what are you doing to people that are for younger than you? Right? Where are you building? Where are you doing? Whatever that looks like. When we do that, right, then we can say, you know who my king is? Jesus. You know where my kingdom is? Not here. Because if you order your life that way, people are going to be like, what are you doing? Right? That doesn't make any sense, right? So the first test, where's your king?